The story starts in Janwoo's apartment. He's a quiet guy who enjoys gaming and watching YouTube. One morning, his mom leaves him a note asking him to buy food before they leave early. However, Janwoo decides to play games with his friends instead. While gaming, he notices commotion outside. People are running and behaving strangely, even biting one another. Concerned, he turns on the TV, but the news doesn't offer much clarity. Realizing something serious is happening, Janwoo hears a knock at his door. A man claiming to be a nearby resident asks for shelter. Initially hesitant, Janwoo eventually lets him in, allowing him to use the bathroom. While the man is inside, Janwoo learns from the news that those infected with a mysterious illness start acting like cannibals and their eyes bleed before transforming completely. When the man comes out, Janwoo notices his eyes bleeding but finds him still acting normal. Alarmed, Janwoo grabs a knife to protect himself. Once the man leaves, Janwoo sees disturbing scenes from his window. Scared for his safety, he blocks his door with a freezer. Janwoo receives a message from his mom asking him to stay safe and stock up on food for the next 60 days. Over time, Janwoo comes across various theories about the outbreak. Some think it's a mental illness, while others call it a virus. Ignoring the conflicting reports, he sees pleas for help on social media and adds his own post with a picture. Determined to learn more, Janwoo uses a drone and his phone to check the area. What he sees confirms his fears. Zombies are everywhere. One day, Janwoo wakes to noise outside. Looking out, he sees a brave policewoman fighting off zombies but being overwhelmed by her infected colleagues. The sight fuels his panic and anger. Later, a zombie breaks into his apartment, but Janwoo cleverly forces it off the building, ensuring his safety. Hungry, Janwoo eats the noodles but realizes his water supply is almost gone. Desperate, he resorts to squeezing the last drops from his makeshift canteen. Frustrated by the dwindling resources and constant bad news, he records another video expressing his despair. Just as he's about to lose hope, he meets Yubin, a fearless resident from the neighboring building. Her boldness inspires Janwoo, and he agrees to meet her the next morning. Excited but hungry, Janwoo struggles with his feelings. Noticing his hunger, Yubin decides to help. She courageously retrieves food for him, and together, they come up with a plan to connect their buildings. Grateful for her kindness, Janwoo feels a renewed sense of hope. Their moment of peace interrupted by a zombie attack. Yubin fights bravely, but they lose their water supply in the chaos. Determined to help, Janwoo goes to his neighbor's house in search of food, where he finds some food along with earphones and walkie-talkies. Just then, a zombie attacks him, but he manages to escape and return safely. Junwoo and Yubin communicate via walkie-talkie. To escape, they decide to climb to a safer floor. Yubin, with her rock climbing skills, leads the way, skillfully evading zombies as they make their way through the building. However, a zombie knocks her down, and just in time, Junwoo arrives to help, saving her from a deadly encounter. They continue their escape, battling through the zombies and reaching an elevator. But when they think they've made it, they're ambushed by a large group of zombies. In the chaos, Yubin is pulled into a room by a masked man who offers them food. He promises them safety, claiming that a rescue team is on the way. But things take a dark turn when they discover the man has spiked their food with sleeping powder. The man, who is desperate to feed his zombie wife, uses them as bait. As the zombie attacks Yubin, Junwoo desperately tries to save her. In the chaos, the man loosens the leash on his zombie wife and she unexpectedly bites the man. Junwoo and Yubin manage to escape. Just as hope fades, the sound of a helicopter signals rescue. Fighting off the relentless zombies, they sprint to the rooftop. As the helicopter lifts them to safety, they share a moment of relief, knowing they've endured against all odds. And that's how the movie ends.